You are now tuned in to Two Studs in a Pod with your hosts Blaze and Meech, a podcast with a novel perspective on life from a couple of super terrific Uber dykes, but you can call us studs. Let's get to it. Meech, drop that beat. Welcome back, peeps. You already know it's me, Blaze.
And me, Meech.
And we're a duo of everyday studs here to permeate your vibe with knowledge and nonsense of the stud kind, one episode at a time. And it's a new day. The day you guys will be hearing this, it will be the first day of Pride Month. So, happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride.
Meech, what's good?
Yo, I didn't die after last week's episode, so that's good. So I'm so glad Wipey has such a good sense of humor and knows me well. So that's good. Life's pretty good. You know, we've been having decent weather here, so I'm enjoying that. I feel like I'm in a rush to get my summer body ready, even though I had like a year of quarantine. So
problem,
I've been working out.
That year of quarantine is the problem because, man, and working from home is just so easy to just grab a snack.
Yep.
Yeah.
And look at the weights and be like, damn, I should pick them up and then sit down and watch a show or something. So,
I mean, I've been doing it, but I feel like I can do it harder. You know what I'm saying? Like I can probably go harder, but whatever.
Yeah, like how I go when I'm actually in the gym, right? So
right, like how I used to, but whatever.
Yeah. It ain't the same, but it's getting there. I'll be ready for 2022.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, working out, enjoying the nicer weather. Celebrated a couple birthdays this past weekend. The little ones are getting older. Yeah, and that's about it. So what you been up to?
Working.
Oh,
and
not to cut you off, but I forgot I had to mention that I feel like the luckiest person because I found an unopened bag of weed in front of my house. So that is good. It was like was it Lemonhead strain or something? I was stoked about that. So my week has been going real good. But sorry, continue.
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, interrupt me anytime for that. That's definitely a win right there. I'll take that. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm here fighting with my neighbors again. So, I wish one of my neighbors would just drop a bag of weed. That would be different.
Yeah.
Than what they have been dropping off in my yard. Anyway, other than getting into it with the neighbors, we're just when I say we, I'm using quotation marks for those who can't see. But we've just been getting the house ready for the summer, and the summer holiday season around here, and working out and just beautifying and working on the landscape. I've become a landscaper now because after the whole pool situation, now it's time to
You're no longer a pool boy. Now you're
I'm still a pool boy. Pool boy. But I'm no longer the digger paper installer. I'm now the landscaper. So I have to like regrow grass and shit like that. Not just a patch, not just like patches that died from the winter, but like completely regrow the backyard because that's where all the construction went on. So that's a lot of fun. Not. My garden is good though. You know what I'm saying? I got my little pineapples growing, and I got my blueberry bush started sprouting.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with my dragon fruit. Nikki started those, so I never really like paid attention to their growth, and now it's all become my responsibility. So I have to figure it out.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, life of an adult. power washing
Adulting.
the fence and the house and doing things like that. Good times. Good times.
Say what?
When you hear that sound, you never know what's about to go down. That's because we're about to share the most outrageous, jaw-dropping, and just plain unreal stories that have made us say what this week. Alrighty. The most recent thing that made me say what was this whole I said ho. Maybe that was a slip of the but the Rita Ora, Tessa Thompson, and director guy whose name I can't pronounce.
I haven't heard about that.
Properly.
What's going on?
What? They're all in Australia right now, and there's photographs of the three of them making out. And then a lot of photographs of Rita Ora and Tessa Thompson making out in front of homeboy as he's just looking on. And this is out in like public at a cafe or some shit.
Shit, where are these pictures? Let me get on my phone.
Yes. So I'm like, what's going on here?
Oh wow.
Yeah, they getting wild down under. Okay, they trying to go down under.
Damn.
I would be here for it. They should charge. Now that should be some OnlyFans shit right there.
Right.
Rita Ora and Tessa Thompson.
Sorry, I'm looking.
I'm like
trying to find these pictures.
Oh man. Shit. Just Google. As soon as you put in Rita Ora, next thing you know, Tessa Thompson pops right up.
I'm seeing them.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here for it.
All right. Yes, that was some definitely good shit. Also, the lady, the grown ass lady who came home drunk and slept with a 17-year-old kid.
What?
While the 12-year-old was sleeping next to him.
What?
Yes, bro.
Where was this?
I don't know. It sounds very Florida-y though.
Yeah, that's what
I remember correctly. Yes. Yeah, and that's how they got caught, was because the 12-year-old woke up and was like, what the fuck is going on?
Jesus.
Yes.
He's traumatized for life.
For life. Okay. Anyway, what you got? What you got making you say what this week?
I mean, I think it's probably making everybody say what, but that Brood X, them cicadas that's terrorizing Maryland and parts of Jersey is crazy. So I saw a story that people are actually calling 911 because they're thinking that alarms are going off. That's how loud these damn cicadas are. And then,
really?
Yeah, like you've never experienced them?
No.
Oh shit. So like 17 years ago, because it's every 17 years they come out, I was in Maryland and I experienced that shit. And like we would walk outside and turn around and go back inside. Like it's just that like overwhelming. It's crazy. And then people are also saying they're attracted to like the sound of drills and lawnmowers. So when they're outside doing like yard work or if they're, construction is going on, like they're just flocking because they think it's other cicadas mating calls, which is crazy.
You know what we have that sounds like that. That I mean, you never know how bad they have a season, but it's the love bugs. We have something like that. So the first year that we moved into this house, the love bugs were horrible. Just like that, like how you just described the cicadas being attracted to sounds and like everything. Like you couldn't be outside. They were swarms. And I remember I'd never seen it like that. I had experienced love bugs before because I live in Florida. They're in Central Florida. You never really see them in South Florida, even though supposedly they're there too, I guess.
Right.
But at least I don't remember them there. But coming to Central Florida, I would experience them. And they were horrible. They would mess up your car because they're like these little acid bombs that, they ruin the paint on your car and all that stuff. So that's what it sounds like to me. When we were here, they were like swarming. Nobody believed me. They were like, "Oh, love bugs aren't that bad." Then I sent them videos of the love bugs.
Yeah. I think they're expecting like 80 million or something though, and it's only in like Maryland. Like that's so crazy to me. It's disgusting. And then they pee a lot apparently, So they're recommending that you wear hats if you're going to be like walking around where there are going to be a lot of trees
I'm sorry, you
because you
said
might get cicada pee on you.
oh pee because I was like they peel like they're just gonna shed
No,
like shed oh pee okay that's different that's that's
no,
definitely
they
different.
die after they mate. They die. So people are like using them to cook like
What?
chocolate and make burgers and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. This is a thing. They're
No.
supposedly like tasty. I
Uh,
won't be one of the people that's trying it. I'm not here for it.
uh, yeah.
So that's my like that shit had me saying what because I don't know. 17 years ago, I don't that was a long time ago, so I don't really remember. But it's coming back to me now. And then another crazy story that made me say what was this girl was at like a rooftop party in Manhattan,
Hmm.
and we don't really know exactly. There's like four different stories going around, but she fell to her death. So what they're saying is she was trying to jump from one roof to the next, and she was drunk, so she just slipped and fell. And then there's another story saying that she was like standing on an air conditioner and fell. So she was at like some secret rooftop party in the East Village in Manhattan and just I don't know, jumped and accidentally fell to her death. This shit is so wild. Like, damn, don't drink on the rooftop.
Well,
And
rooftop
then,
parties are weird to me anyway, 'cause being from Florida.
oh yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's like a regular thing here. But damn. And then there was another story, which across the bridge or the tunnel in Jersey, this 14-year-old girl ran into a restaurant with her baby and was like asking for help and asking for firefighters, and like this other woman, like she was an older woman, asked her, can I look at the baby? What's wrong? Can I triage the baby? And she just left. The teenager, she just ran out and left the baby with the older woman. So like the lady, ended up calling firefighters and checking the baby, and everything was okay with the baby. But like Jersey has this law where you can actually like you won't get arrested or anything like that if you leave
Yeah, if you
your
drop it in the
child with a
firefighter, like
yeah.
everywhere has that. Everywhere has that. That's like a
Okay,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah, they did it because
yeah,
at one point in time, younger girls, like especially like our generation, were really getting pregnant young, and they were just leaving babies or killing babies and leaving
oh
them
yeah, put
in
them
the
in the garbage and
dumpsters.
shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So they were trying to be like, "Yo, you don't have to do that. Like, we understand this may be a situation you aren't ready for. So, but if you can leave
yeah,
it here in a safe space, you don't just throw the baby in the garbage."
facts. Yeah, so there's a lot of crazy shit going on up north.
Yes. Oh, speaking of crazy shit going on, as we said, it's the first day of Pride Month today.
Ooh.
So, and the world is opening back up, as you mentioned before.
Yes, it
So,
is.
what you got planned for Pride this month?
Um, so we got I don't know, wifey and I we've been looking because we're like the world is opening back up. We still want to be safe, obviously, but New York City Pride is going on, so we're definitely trying to attend that, um, which I'm excited about. So I started down a wormhole, so I was looking at all the events and stuff. So we definitely want to do like a Liberty game because they have a Pride night,
Mm-hmm.
which is like that same week. So I'm looking to do that. And then there's like another Pride in Long Island, so Long Island Pride. But we were looking into that, and that one they're only doing like 500 tickets. Usually it's a parade, like in Long Beach,
Mm-hmm.
which is a town out in Long Island. But this year they're not doing that. They're just doing it at a park, and like they're just having like a cover band, and they're only selling 500 tickets, and everybody has to show proof of COVID vaccine. So I was like, that's cool. Like, and then you get a mask. So they're not even like allowing maskless people in there. You know what I mean? Like you have to be vaccinated and you have to have a mask. So I was like, okay, I feel comfortable doing that. Um, I think, hopefully, you know what I mean. So we'll do that. I mean, there's gonna be like so then there's also gonna be Brooklyn Pride, which I'm like excited to do that. There's a 5K going on at Prospect Park, which isn't too far from me. So there's a Pride 5K, you get a T-shirt and a medal and all that shit. But the cool thing is that if you're not ready yet to go out, you can still run, do the virtual run, and you can still get like the T-shirt and stuff like that, which is dope. So I'm not sure which one we're gonna do. Prospect Park is a pretty big park, but still, like I don't know if people are gonna be running, and then there's gonna be other people there. If it's gonna feel too crowded, so I might slide past that. And then they're also doing like a drag bingo. So wifey was like, "Oh, we're doing that."
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like Nikki. She wants to do all that stuff, all the extra gay stuff. But we're just looking at trying to do everything gay this year because I feel like we missed out. Last year we were stuck in the house. We didn't really get to do much. We got to celebrate a little bit with the niggas need therapy people.
Yes.
People,
Yes.
I said people. Satan Miller. That was fun, but that was like the extent of my Pride festivities, So
I know, and I was so looking forward to it too because like we had went to Orlando Pride the year before for the first time, and it was so massive, and we had such a good time over there.
Yeah.
And I know that Nikki was excited because we have the dog now that she just dreamed of having the last time we went. You know what I'm saying? So. Because I could see it in her eyes when we were talking to this couple and they had their dog. And even though their dog was wild, you could just see it in Nikki's eyes. Like, I wish I had me a doggy. And now she does. So.
Yeah, they used to do a doggy parade at the Long Beach Pride. But since they're not doing they're not doing the parades this year. So next year, you guys can bring the puppy up. And we could do the doggy parade.
Yeah. So the world is definitely opening back up. I mean, at least, I think Orlando Pride usually isn't until October, but I know that St. Pete, like Tampa, that St. Pete one, that was usually pretty big too. And I know they were talking about trying to do their Pride. I think the WNBA game cool thing is cool.
Yeah, I was also looking at Hampton Roads Pride. So they're like I think they're the only city or state or place in the U.S. that does a Pride boat parade because it's on the water.
Okay.
So since we have the spot out in Virginia, I was thinking about going to that one because that would be pretty cool. I've never been there. I'm just trying to be out and proud as much as I can be this year, bro. I want to be outside. I'm tired of being in the house.
When is the Hampton Roads one?
I think it's like I can't even remember. I was looking at it earlier. Let me look it up real quick. Oh, so they do like the whole month of Pride. They have an event going on like every weekend. But the Pride parade I think is around the 20th
of June.
Yeah. I think any weekend in Virginia would be a good look with all this stuff they have going on. They have something like every weekend.
I wonder how packed it's going to be because people are really, really ready to get out of the house. I mean, people were even waiting for a vaccine. Like people were already traveling and doing stuff. So now that you can, even more so, I think they definitely prides are going to be packed.
Yeah, it's a little scary though because hopefully the anti-vaxxers or people are going to still kind of be safe, but I'm going to do my part.
Speaking of like for New York City Pride, they're banning police officers this year. Yeah, and they're usually going with private security. I mean, I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I don't really like it too tough. I never really have an issue with the police at Pride. It's always been like cool.
In the street, being a person.
Yeah.
Right.
The officers that are there are usually there and they're enjoying the parade and they're enjoying, the
half the time they're gay themselves. Like
exactly.
The gay officers. Yeah.
Right. So I kind of feel like like my experience hasn't been bad with the police at prides. So I don't know how to feel about private security because what's going to happen? Like, you know what I mean? And how are they really going to be able to control the crowds if there are any issues like that? You know what I mean? So I
Right.
don't
I'm
know.
like, I feel the same way about cops, whether I'm at Pride or if I'm walking down the street. You
No,
know what I'm
okay,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they they irk me either way for the most part.
yeah.
But
I don't know. I just feel like Pride is a little different than every other day, or at least the cops that patrol for the Pride
right.
parade are a little different. But yeah,
And
but I
it's
don't know. I'm excited. We'll see.
definitely ready to get outside and do things. And be proud to be gay in the
Yep.
LGBTQ plus and all that way. Speaking of Pride, we were proud to be a sponsor of the Queerathon put on by the Content Network. Thanks to Chaos the Rapper and Yo LGBT Raps. If you don't know Yo LGBT Raps, they introduce the world to LGBT artists.
Yeah.
Um, and I've heard some pretty dope music. And we were a sponsor at their Queerathon.
Yeah,
How,
that was pretty dope.
yeah, I was gonna say how interesting it was to see all this dope music and these dope artists that um, I don't know if we would, otherwise would have been aware of.
Yeah, definitely not. They introduced me to a lot of LGBTQ plus artists. I'm glad that we followed them. I'm glad that we were able to be a part of that because where else would we hear them? Mainstream doesn't really play us except for the few artists that they do play. But
Right, and the shit that we heard, I feel like it's good enough to be played,
yeah,
you know? So on whatever station that you choose to listen to. So definitely it's good to see us being incredible at what we like to
that's a
do.
fact. Yeah, I mean we're talented in all aspects, right?
Yeah.
Let's get wild.
It's a wild world we live in. Don't believe us? You obviously haven't spent any time on the internet. What's even more scary are some of the questions we come across from others seeking advice. But luckily for them, we're here to be their guides. This week's question is it really cheating and she only stick the tip in?
Hell yeah.
So let me stick the tip in a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, that's cheating. I can't
I mean,
even justify that. Like,
what's the lesbian equivalent of just let me stick the tip in? Like, just let me stick it into the knuckle or something? Like,
yeah, man.
just let me
Just
put in
being
two
in
taste
that
buds.
region.
Let me hit the taste bud real quick. I just want to
just two taste buds. Is that what you said? Oh shit.
I mean, is that chilling? Two taste buds?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All of it is yes.
Yes. Just the thought.
Well, come on now.
No, I know. I saw
We
this
ain't
show
dead
where they
now.
were thinking it's cheating. I was like, no, it's not.
I know. We're not dead, but we would be dead if we stuck in a taste bud or two. So we're just going to keep our taste buds to ourselves.
Taste bud or two. Yes. Anything of that nature is cheating.
Yes. Ooh, it's going to be hard when everybody going back outside again. It's been real easy
I
to
know. To be good.
Not saying that I feel like any pressure. I'm just saying other people, not me.
Clean that up. Clean it up.
I kept telling Nikki that I was just looking for a cheap hoe, but I really needed a cheap hoe from the garden.
From Lowe's.
From Lowe's. My second home. But I just enjoyed calling it a cheap hoe and telling her I need to get a hoe. I need a hoe around here. And on that note, we're going to end the show here. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 2 Studs in a Pod. And on our individual pages on Instagram and Twitter. For Meech, it's at the homie Meech on Instagram and the homie Meech on Twitter. And for myself, it's at its.me.blaze on Instagram and it's me Blaze2 on Twitter. Don't forget to check out our site, 2studsinapod.com, where you can find all of our latest episodes, past episodes, and more. For our voyeur peeps, visit our YouTube channel for our animated version of our podcast every Thursday. You can catch us on podcast platforms everywhere, including iHeart. Gratitude is always the attitude, so we want to say thank you for lending us your ear.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Alright. We gay bitches.